Hello and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Ivan, and in the last episode we set up the bots, and in this episode hopefully we get to use the bots for something. I might have overestimated their value at the very beginning. I tend to do that because I expect the whole logistical thing to be solved, but the bots are so slow, so we need to upgrade the speed. Let's find it here. That would be not cargo size. We need this one as well because upgrading them from one item to two basically doubles their capacity. So that's very nice, but we're going to start with the speed, 35%. Good. So rails. Now what I could do is bring in the blueprint from my previous series that I used for the rails, but I kind of want to make them from scratch. So I have decided that I'm going to make them with 3 rows between. So we have, I'm going to turn it like this. We have rails and then 1, 2, 3 between, and then rails. And shift to draw like this. So the reason for this is to give space between for everything, and because it's a bit more visually easy to see everything, and also because the crossings, I'm going to make a straight double line today, and I'm going to make a T-junction. So to make those, we are going to need rails, and let's see if we can do some upgrading of the chests. We do have provider chests, so let's do the upgrade planner we made last time, and I guess this is a good option, a good way to do it, because this is the mall and we want them to provide. Now I might change some of this into buffer chests later. Oh, we actually had enough signs for this. That's brilliant. Let's start the next one. Buffer chests to do recycling, but we'll see. For now, I think we aren't going to recycle that much. Oh, but apparently we do need to have them inside the logistic network. And do we have one of these? Yes, we do. If we build it, let's see. I think this is good actually. Now we leave a hole here, which is fine because we can fill that later. But let's plop this one down here and let's power it as well. Okay. Now we shouldn't get the blinky alerts, and good. So we also were going to set up the thing in the armor. And we did, but I don't think we have the bots. Robot limit 10. Let's find 10 bots. And that would be construction robots, and we should have those in a box here. You are logistic bots and you are construction bots. Let's leave 2 behind like that. Now we can toggle it. That's nice. We can also let's say build more solar panels. Oh, we already did. Wow. Past Avon did some nice work for this. Probably need more speed and need more roboports. 1 more at least. And that's wheels, which we can obtain here. Apparently very slowly. There we go. So to do this, I guess we can set up logistic slots. Nice. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of pre-work, but let's see. To do this, we are going to need rails. And this is new. So this is logistics and auto trash now. So it will request if we are below 100, and that's this number, and it will trash it if we are above this number. So say we only want 500, like Oh, misclicking here. We need to click the green thing, I bet. There we go. So what will happen now is that it will trash some because we had more than 500. But if we go below 100, it will request. So I'm going to nudge this one up because we need at least, well, let's say 500. If we don't have 500, it's going to request or trash. Good. And when doing the trash, we are going to need chests to put the trash in. Oh, that's fun. I wonder why it didn't work over here. Ah, well. So I think we're going to leave the supply chests here. That's a huge storage for basically crap. And I saw that this chest is empty now. That's the logistic bots. And this one is on because, right now it's off because they are inactive, but it was on to fill it with more. So apparently we need more. So we need more of these, which means we need more batteries and we need to sort this rail thing out. So let's open the character. Oh, we have the character button here. That's nice. We don't have to use this menu. So let's charge this. It charges really fast right now because it takes the battery power. It takes all of the battery power. Jeez. Okay. So let's bring 10 more construction bots. We should have those. Yes. Good. 1, 2, 3, and 4 back. 20. Now, I don't think we have enough room here to make the thing actually. So let's go up here to make it. Do we have a locomotive? Yes. Do we have power? Yes. So let's drive up there. Oh, but before that, we need to make sure we have everything we need. So for this blueprint, we are going to need big electric poles. And I think 50 of those is enough. Okay, so if it doesn't stop if you hit, it just pushes both. So I want exactly 50. Good. Good. And it's going to remove some. Put it in the trash. Now, hopefully it will deliver back to us from the storage chest instead of the provider chest, but I think it empties the storage first. Okay, that was those. We also need signals. That would be rail signals. And how many are in a stack of those? I think it's 50. So let's do 50. We already have, so it's fine. And then 50 of these. And locomotives, that's 1 stack, which is 5. We don't need more than that. Now this one is infinite now, so we can enlarge it as much as we want. It's really, really nice. I'm not sure what the point of shrinking it further is, because if these are empty or if they are grayed out, it doesn't really matter, I think. So train stop is nice to have as well, and those only stack to 10, I believe. It looks like when we let's try that actually. When we click here, it should start with 1 stack. Let's see if this one goes to 50. It does. And this one goes to 10 then? Yes, good. So we can set these up to give us exactly 1 stack. And if it's more than 1 stack, it goes in the trash. This is awesome, actually. I like it. So let's organize a bit. Do 5. And it would be nice if we could click something. Well, we can click and type. I was hoping to click something to just set it to the same amount as the request one. But it's fine. And these ones, we're going to have 20. But we're not going to use that, because when these are active, they won't be in the inventory and it might request more. And then when they come back, it will go into the trash slot. And yeah, that would be bad. So let's clean up while we do this. Let's see. I want a stack of turrets as well, but let's focus now. So we need rails, we need electric poles, we also need lamps. That's good. And on a lot of these things, it wouldn't matter if we just had the max to infinite, so it didn't trash, I think. We might sometimes though get one more because they deliver 2 at a time or something. I seem to remember that that was a thing, used to be a thing. So I kind of want to set it exact so we don't have 51, because that takes twice the amount of inventory space and we don't have that much. So let's do 1 stack of, do we want that? Let's have a think. So focus, rails. We need the signals, and I think this is it. We don't even need these, but and do we have them? We have these, we have these. We don't have 50 of these. What's going on with that? And we have 500 of these. So oh, this one is red in here because we don't have enough, I think. So let's see what's up down here with the request for that. It's not inside the network. Okay, so that explains that. And we don't have more of these, and we don't have more of them being made either, because we don't have reds, because we don't have plastic, and so on. So we're going to have to deal with only 48 rail signals, which is fine. What's going on, bot? Hello? Oh, clearing out the trash. Good bots. So let's drive to a location where we can make this magic happen. Although it's not magic, it's actually, I was about to say science, but it's just Factorio. So this is a good location, but we, of course, it's dark. So let's drive over here where we have electricity, so we can, yeah, room, and there's loads of room here as well. So let's leave the locomotive there, that's fine. Let's bring the power down, or at least so we can have 1 lamp. Ah, that's good. It's a nice lamp. So let's go 1 of these, 1, 2, 3 between. Right now that seemed very far, but I think it's good. And 1 of these. Let's see. I shouldn't have connected. Let's disconnect and see how far we need to drag this. And make sure it is aligned. No. Silly power. Okay, let's drag it the other way then. We can light this up again then. Just want to make sure we have the exact. There we go. Good. Then we copy this to have 1 more. That's here. And then we paint from here to here. Ah, nice. I really enjoy the bots here. So let's see. Yeah, select, shift, click to ghost, and go. Now the reason I'm making this in 2 and 2 is because I don't want a signal for every one of them. Now this looks a bit awkward, but it is. Let's see. It should be. Yeah, it is slap dab in the middle. Let's do a copy of this and see how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. I think I agree with myself here. Yes, it does take a lot of room, but I think we have the room, so it's fine. Now for science, let's do a copy of this and paste it here. And then we delete this, 2 between instead, and see how that looks. So when we do that, it's, just rotate to look at it. Yeah, that's decent as well. So what we're going to do is we might actually make both, because that's the way people can choose, and I can give out the blueprint. And also when we get to the T-junction or the crossings, it's really nice with some space. So I'm going to start with this one, because let's look at this quickly. This one goes, let's build in a place we have room actually. So if this one is right-hand drive, so like so, and then 1, 2 between, and this one goes here, and this one also goes, we need to connect it to this one here. And if we come from this side, we need to connect to this one. So I think it's easier to do from that side there. Okay, that doesn't look half bad actually. Let's see how it looks with the 3 between. Now we can be a bit sneaky and copy some of this, I think. No, we can't, because this one though we can. So this is right hand side, and that goes that way, and we need right hand that comes here. So 1, 2, 3, and there, that's better. And that means we have here and here. Just counting 1, 2, 3, yes. So if we come this way and go there, that's fine. We need to come this way and go here as well. And here and coming, let's see, this way and here, of course. So chat, what do you think? Well, there is no chat because this is no stream, so this is all up to me. I like this one better. I completely agree with myself. I'm not going to make this. If someone really wants a blueprint for that, I can make it and put it up in a different video when bot network is a bit better than it is right now. But for now, I'm going to do with the 3 between. We have room. And because we did all this, we are almost done actually here. So, but we need to, of course, we need to realign the power poles for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this part here. Then I'm going to add it here, because this is going to be the straight rails. So we need lamps, and lamps are going to be added, I think, on this side. Doesn't really matter actually. Let's put it there. Good. I'm going to put the lamp on every one of these. Maybe let's look at it on this one here. Yeah, this one's better. This is. Now, I usually do the, oh, this is working, let's leave it like this. But when I make a blueprint, I try to make it as decent as possible. So rail signals, we can't target from here. Why is it red now? Because I don't know, why is this red and not this? Oh, because we don't have the full stack, of course, because we used some of them. Okay, good. That explains that. So if you have 50, it's not red. Or if you have the amount you request, of course. So right-hand drive. So that's going to be put aligned with the power pole here. There. And the other side here, at the front of the power pole. And I'm going to skip this one This is the reason for having this many sections. And there. Good. Oh, forgot one more thing for this blueprint to make it properly, and that's these. Now, the reason for these is because you can connect the wire system through power poles. And can't reach. There we go, and here we go. You can connect it, and if you build it by bot construction, like we are going to do, or build by blueprint, you don't actually have to supply the cables, the wires. So the reason for this is that if we later on want to connect one station with another station, we already have the setup for that. And here, so is this fitting? Now, what am I missing now? I think I'm going to keep one more section here and here, and then remove this. Don't have to remove it really. So this is the base rails. If I'm missing something, I'm going to add it later, but right now I think it's fine. So we know that that this is going to be the right side, because we don't have room down here. So if we go like this, yeah, that's perfect. That's going to go up there, but we can't fit it here. Good. So that's one of the blueprints. That was really quick, actually. So what we're going to do with the crossing is to somehow try to align it with the power pole of the steady tracks. And we already have the tracks being made here now, so that should be very easy. So maybe we put it in the middle like so. The lighting is of course going to have to be different, or maybe if we put it like this. This is fun to check. I don't think we can do it like this, but let's try. And remove this and see. No, we can't. So that's not a good option. So then do a revert thing. That was Control Z. That undoes. It's very nice. It's like you're playing with a proper program here. So this thing, let's save this thing actually in a blueprint. So plop and right click and unnamed blueprint. Let's name it straight rails 3 between. We really don't need that. Let's just call it straight rails. And do we ever need to upgrade anything? No, I think it's fine. And it's also very cheap. Save blueprint. Okay. Now we can remove and mess it up as much as we want. So if we go like this, that doesn't work. So what we want to do is we want it like this. So maybe we just place it exactly where it is now, or we move it a bit closer. That's going to cost a bit more, because now we can do, let's see, if this covers the light there, then we, the reason I'm messing around with this right now is because I want to be able to just slap it down and kind of align it with a power pole and then just slap it down. So no matter how we do that, because we can't do it at a maximum distance like this, but if we go like this, let's try that actually, then we'll only have one extra light, I guess. But then we have to align it. So maybe we build it on its own. Let's see, we need one here. How about we just do it like this? So this one is aligned at the very end, or the field. So like this. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's a bit more expensive, but we have the money for it. Now there's also a thing with wanting to align, because if we do, we get all of the wires as well. So what we're going to have to do here is draw this. Can't reach. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking this might be very costly or very hard to get all of them. Last time I did this, it didn't. Oh, and this way it doesn't align at all. So that really needs to change, because the rails are 2x2. So this is horrible actually. We can't just plop it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the blueprint with let's see, this one. That was the wrong button. Let's do a cut, and plop it there instead. And then we remove this. Okay. Now, what we can do with this is align it like that, and that will fit with everything, I believe. The only change we need to do here is, let's see, we need to do cables. Let's do some cables. Boop, boop. And also need to move it a bit. This I don't like this line here. Let's remove that. Okay, so what we need is the copper cable. Did we just remove? No, we have one copper cable. It's actually possible to draw power lines manually like that, but that's, I guess people knew, but still, it's nice. So green to green. Oh, it's crossing. That's messy. That's fun. I wonder why it does that. Oh, it's not crossing anymore. Okay. Good. Now this thing might need to be a bit longer because of the signaling, but let's try. So now that we've done this, it's possible to, let's copy it and see. It's possible to just plop it down like here. Yeah, the signal works. I guess we have to manually remove the signal anyway. But when we do, we connect it really nicely. And if we can't align because we need to be very specific, like if we want to plop it down here, we can do that manually, because it's very easy to copy a bit of these and just plop them down. So that's fine. Let's do the signaling. The signaling, they need rail signals. This one is going this way. This one is going that way. And this one is going that way. Yes, that fits. And now we need to cut off the crossing. So this one in, this one here, can't reach. This might be a bit excessive. It's blinking because it doesn't work right now. Let's see, cutting here on this side, on this side, here and here. Let's look at these. Yeah, we don't need this one because that's not a crossing. Do we need this one? Yeah, I think so. It looks good right now. It is symmetrical. We need, of course, on the outside as well. So chain, we come in here, that's good. We come in here, that's good. And we come in from this side. That's good. Okay. So how many signals is that? 10. That's awkward. That's definitely one too many. I think it might be this one, or it might be this one. Or this one. No, because we want to cut up these. The reason we do this, some of it, I guess we could cut here. But I think it's fine like this. I like it. And if it's excessive, so be it. Now, this blueprint does not have a power pole on the right side, as you see. So that's something we have to deal with if that issue arrives. But I think most of the time we can connect like this. And maybe for the fun of it, we'll make one with an extra. No, it's fine like this. It's definitely fine like this, because the point is that we plop down the straight rails first and then do the crossing. So I think I'm happy with this one. Let's plop it down here. And this is going to be T junction. And let's add some rails or signaling to that, because that's needed to see what the heck is going on. And let's add some chain lights as well. Good. Let's add a T as well, if that exists. Yes. I like it. Good. Yeah. T junction. Save blueprints. Okay. That's it. We have the rails. That was a fun thing to do. Let's see how it works now. Let's see if we can do this. But the batteries are full, our batteries, so I think it's fine. And let's see how we align this. Now we plop it down like so. And then it's important to not plop down here, because that will misalign the lights and we'll have more lights than we want. So we plop it down aligned with this one. So it's a bit dark, but I'll wait until the lights come on. There we go. So I'm aligning the, let's call the lamps 1, 2, 3, or the power poles. And then I just align 1 and 3, like so. And plop. Good. The bots are doing better work than I expected, actually. That's brilliant, because we can actually make the rails even though our bots are slow, really slow. So that was Control V there. Okay, so let's see how our crossing functions now. If we align the crossing like so. So if we align, if we didn't have a track already, this would be better. But because we have a track going down, I think we're just going to plop it down like this. It's fine. And what this is going to do, a tiny bad thing, is that it's not going to connect the green and red wires. At least we have a couple ourselves. That's green and that's red. So that might be an issue later if we're going to do it like this. And for people with the must be symmetrical issues, this is also going to be an issue because it's not going to be symmetrical. But that's one of the things. That's one of the things we have to live with, unless we change the blueprint. We could do, let's see, if we place the second parabol, yeah, what if we placed the second parabol? If we placed it like this one, as in at maximum distance, would it be better? And how would that function with plopping it on top of this? I don't think it would. So let's do this thing, turn it. And looking at the lamps, it doesn't fit either. Looking at the yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, bad. So let's, if we go like this, the signals are going to crash, collide. But let's do it anyway. Let's plop it down and see if we can modify by deleting. We have this one now. Let's see. Let's delete this. And then delete this. And then, because we now have the lamp below, that's better aligned. That's, yeah, that's better. But I'm thinking the alignment here. How about if this one is aligned with the track that combines them, and this one should be as well here. Okay. So do people like this better maybe? Like so. It looks better by itself. But if we, let's see how it doesn't align if we plop it down in the middle. It really doesn't. But if we have the maximum distance, will that work? I think it actually will. So I'm going to make a small change again and move one of the to this one. Good. And yeah, it is going to be a conflict no matter how we build it. This is also a signal mess up. Let's look at this now, holding shift to get to this box. But if we remove this, that's the signal, and remove this. Let's see, because this is supposed to be a chain signal anyway. Why is it not a chain signal? Okay, it is in the blueprint. Good. Yeah, so there are many ways to do this, and I think I'm going to align this actually, so we can do. Oh geez, why didn't I just plop it down? Yeah, so let's remove what we just did, like so, and take the blueprint we already made, and we're going to plop it down like so. We're going to move the light to let's see, the left side, and then we're going to do a, let's see, if this one is going here, this one is Oh no. Because this one is a rail signal and not a chain, that's not going to fit. So that means if we're going to make it work, we have to tear down stuff, which is not really a problem. But it would be nice to just plop it over and call it done. So the signaling here works, and the reason I did this now, let's see, we have a conflict on the in here with the rail signals. What happens if we move that on the original blueprint though? Let's see, here, and then that shouldn't have a signal at all, of course. So if we did it like this, is there going to be a conflict anywhere? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. I'm going to zoom in so everyone can see. There we go. So no conflicts here, but that means we have to connect it. So the right one aligns, and that makes it as bad as the first one, this one, because this one needs to be connected so the left one aligns. So I think it's going to be fine like this. And what I'm most likely going to do anyway is I'm going to go into zoom mode. I'm going to find a crossing that's already there and perfect, and I'm going to copy paste, rotate and place, plop. So I think this one is fine. Let's do that one change though to the lamp. So we plop it down in the forest. We remove this lamp. We build a new lamp where it's supposed to be here. And then we copy and could we plop? No. Yeah, this is better. This is more aligned. So that's it. That's the final thing. So shift right click to clear, and then we drag like this, and this is now the T junction rail crossing with all the signals and the T. Let's find the T. There we go. Create blueprint. I'm happy with that. So let's tear it all down, and let's move that here. And now we can do the rails all the way home. Okay, so this is enough speculation about the blueprint. If we find out that it needs to be changed later, then that's fine. Then we just change it later. I also want to say that apparently 10 portable solar panels is enough for this kind of building, at least. That's nice. So let's tear down this as well. Let's remove this. That was, I'm not sure what that was. Probably some speculation from before with the distancing and all of the things. And let's see, 2, 2, 2, and 1 in the middle. And that's in a decent location. I'm not sure if this one is needed. And this needs to happen there. So that's going to be an issue all over the place, right? Not really, because if we plop it here, no, it's fine. It's fine. Good. So we now have the rail blueprints, the two most important ones, and that can be used to actually get some stuff into the base. Now, are we doing fine on defenses? Looks like we are. Kills 0, kills 1, 3, and 9, so we aren't getting attacked a lot. That might not be surprising because we aren't polluting a lot either up here because it's all stopped. That's nice actually. And I guess the whole factory is stopped because we aren't doing anything. We could do stuff like this. But what we want is the blue signs. So I'm going to stop there. Stop for now. Stop there for now. And then in the next episode, we're going to set up the transportation things. So I'm sorry if people think that took a bit long. I think so as well, but I think it's fun to do the speculation and thinking, and when the end result is done, it's actually a good result. And I think it is a good result. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the spaghetti. Bye bye.